All right. Hello again, everyone. Today we are going to focus on how we are going to prepare our pieces of the speaker box to glue them up. So it's going to be a little bit of a unique setup, and the way we're going to do this is going to make it hopefully a lot easier for you to manage all of these parts when we actually put glue on it. So with a miter joint, what's going to be important is that we keep the corners aligned so that the points of the miter, when they come together, are going to be nice and tight, like so. Okay, we don't want gaps in the corners because it doesn't look nice and it's not going to be strong because the glue is not going to have the ability to bond the two together. So what we're going to do to help us keep everything in order is we're going to run tape across all of the surfaces while the points are kept tight together. So there's two ways that you can do this. I'm going to show you both ways and I'll let you decide which one works for you the best. The first way is to do it the way I did this one. This is just an example of one that I did before. And the way I did it was I simply took, I found a flat edge on a table. So like this is my table saw top. But if you're at home, what I would suggest is maybe on your kitchen counter, if you have a 90-degree corner, without any grout in the corner, which might be a little difficult. But if you are able to keep the piece flat on the table and against a flat surface, this method could work really well for you. What you would do is take all four pieces with the grooves facing down and line them up like so. Okay, and then with your tape, this would be a good time if you have someone else to help you hold the pieces together and against your straight edge. This would be a good time to do it. Have someone hold it like I'm holding it here, and then you can take your tape, pick a piece that's not going to go to the outer points. You want it to come up a little shy of those points. And then place your tape down there. And gently press it down. Make sure everything is still lined up nicely. And then you would do the same thing over here. Okay. And then what that's going to allow you to do is take your pieces. I'm going to move this to the side. I'm going to do this to replicate what it would be when we glue up. We're not quite ready to do that yet. But your sanded surface would face outwards here. And this side is my sanded surface. That's going to face outwards here so that the nice side shows. And then we're going to fold it up. So I'm going to pick the left side first. And I didn't specify, but there is a reason I picked the second piece in. You could do this piece as well and fold this side, but you don't want to start with the outer two pieces. So I'm going to fold this side in. Fold this side in. And then lastly, this one here. And it just helps keep things together when you go to glue up and you're dealing with wet glue on your corners. And then when we glue up, which I'm going to have in another lesson, we'll also put tape around this corner, excuse me, around this corner to pull this in nice and tight so that you have a nice seam at the corner. So that is one way of accomplishing what I just showed you, putting it against a fence. The other way I'm going to show you is kind of the reverse of what I just did, which would be, I'm just going to peel this tape off now. This would work if you don't have a flat surface to rest the pieces up against, or if you don't have someone at home to help you hold the material together. What I would suggest you do is put your box together without any glue, just dry, and then put one of your rubber bands around the center of the box. And then we're going to take our tape, and I'm not going to pre-rip the piece. What I'm going to do is start right here. Notice I stopped short of the corner, and then we're going to wrap it around. So I'm going to kind of pull a little tight so that it wraps crisp around the corner. And then, sorry, pull again, come around this corner. And one last time, I'm just pressing the tape to make sure it's sitting flat. One last time, we're going to come around this corner. And because this is where the seam would be, now I'm going to tear this a little short of that corner. I'm going to pull once again and press that down. So now I'm just going to go around and press that so that it's tight to the wood. Okay. And then I'm going to repeat the process. So I'm going to start over here. Again, staying short of the corner. Make sure that's in place really well. I'm going to turn it, pull tight here. Turn it again. Pull tight on this corner. And then we're approaching our last corner again. So I'm going to rip it short of the corner. Pull tight and press that down. And then I'm just going to work my finger around, pressing the tape down nice and tight all the way around. And so we kind of just did the reverse of what I did in the other example. But if you look, we end up with the same result. When all's said and done, if I take the rubber band off, I can now open this up. And I still have the exact same concept, and it's going to work just the same. I kind of like this method that I just showed you a little bit better, especially because you'll be able to do it by yourself. And if you're home by yourself during the day, you can do this without anyone having to hold the wood for you. But if you want to try the other way, that's fine. It's both going to accomplish the same goal of getting our pieces prepared to glue up. So our next video, our next lesson is going to be how to glue up these pieces, these parts. So I will see you for that next video. If you have any questions about this setup, or if you want to show me, send me a picture of it, feel free to reach out to me. All right. Bye, everyone.